This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions.
3, 2, 1.
By myself, no, I do this by my lonely. I can't trust a nigga, no, I cannot trust a homie. Always miss a call away, these bitches acting phony. I been on their head, these niggas thinking they could hold me. Do it by myself, no, I
Welcome to Real Spill, where we spill the real. And I'm your host, Real. Cam, what's the deal? How you feeling, dog?
Apparently, you really in your rap bag right now, rhyming everything. Deal, real, spill, hill,
I'm trying. Yeah. No. I'm about to get back in that field soon. I'm just, I've been producing right now. The record that we playing is my boy 2 Eyes. It was 2 Eyes' birthday on Monday, so happy birthday, 2 Eyes. Had to play the record that we had, produce that record, and yeah, man. I'm about to hop back in that rap bag soon, bro. I'm inspired.
Nice. Slow news day, but we do have a couple things to talk about. First things first, let's just jump straight into basketball. The Knicks are back in the finals. Since 1999. You see, I had to put since 1999 because I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like the Knicks been going to the finals
right
lately. You know what I mean?
It'll be the opposite.
Facts. What you think the New York is gonna look like after winning the championship? If they were to win the championship, I'm not saying they are, but
if they were to win the championship,
how you think NYC gonna look?
Young boy. It's a parade inside my city, yeah. They ain't gonna wait till the actual parade come through. It's gonna be packed. They're gonna be partying with the Jews underneath. They're gonna be partying with the rats that they got. They're gonna be partying with Fat Joe, Joe Budden, Jada, and all the stars that they got up there. It's gonna be a utopian future if the Knicks win. And frankly, shout out my boy Sean over there at Knicks Wall. I'm not looking forward to y'all winning. No.
Why not?
Brother, not gonna age us, but we're in our 30s. Knicks have never been relevant ever. Maybe you want to throw in Melo, but you never thought to yourself, hey, I think that team could win a championship. And Knicks fans were obnoxious all throughout their mediocrity. What do you think they're going to be like when they win the ship?
I don't know.
Ask yourself that.
I mean, when you put together the fact that weed is legal in New York, oh man, it's lit, bro.
We might see the mayor take one. You feel me? Shout out to the mayor. The mayor been making moves in New York. Yeah, we might see the mayor take a puff, man.
I mean, they already got barbecues going on down on Dykeman right now. They had multiple people on the side of the road with cones around their cars with flat screens in their trunks, sitting down on a foldable chair, eating barbecue and enchiladas and all that stuff, just sitting there just eating on the side of the road. Real New York shit. I don't even think that you're really gonna find that anywhere else besides New York when I'm really thinking about it.
And now you
might find it in like little pockets of Miami maybe, but not really.
Nah, not for basketball. For football, yeah, they tailgating, they doing all of that, but for basketball,
football for in Miami?
Yeah, college football, tailgate parties, all that.
Okay,
you feel
college
me?
football, got you.
Yeah. If the U would have won, yeah, it would have been crazy down here. But New York, bro, they've last time they won a chip, Phil Jackson was on their team.
Last time they won a chip.
It was in the 70s, 72, I believe.
Yeah, bro.
Phil
a lot of
Jackson.
our parents was only like in their preteens.
Yes, bro. My father was in his teenage years, bro, and he's in his 70s now. Yo, fam. It's not gonna be good, bro. Shout out to my coworkers, bro. I got people coming to the office in full Brunson get up. They on some Knicks winning the chip, and then my other homie over there in the corner. Shout out Isaac. Isaac talking about some. Yo, Brunson is the best player. I said, bro, you're 5'7" and you can score on Brunson, and he stopped talking. But shout out, man. Hey. Y'all like it, I love it. Brunson, you doing what it do. You are a bucket. I'm never going to take that away from you. That being said, Spurs in 6 now and Spurs in 6 then.
Facts.
I don't make the rules.
Facts. I'm with you. Obviously, everybody else who knows that, listen to the pod, knows we've been saying Spurs in 6. But if New York was to win, we probably won't hear about it, or we probably will not hear about it. I'm going to say for the next 20 years, we're going to keep hearing this championship. For the next 20. I'm going to give it 20 years before it fades down a little.
Sounds about right. See, I'm a hater. Yeah, no, I don't want y'all to do good. Yeah, nah. I need y'all hearts broken. I need Wemby to average 40 and 20 on y'all to let him know he's the best player in the world. And to eat a little bit of humble pie. They're already talking crazy now. Imagine if they get the chip. Hell no, I ain't trying to deal with no New York fans, man. Hey, I'm a hater. You could just name it in the comment section. I'm not running from who I am. I'm a hater. Sorry. I'm a Heat fan.
Plus, the Cavs are pathetic, bro. I mean, looking at that whole display, that was nasty, especially James Harden. That game one, when James Harden got targeted, just really put things into perspective for me, even though I had the perspective of the whole comparison between him and D-Wade, but it put it in perspective to me how terrible that take is. Like, how seriously terrible that take is. Like, you're a Paul George hater.
I'm a critic.
No, you're a Paul George hater. Nah. You're a Paul George hater. Facts.
I'm not a hater. I just state the facts.
Hey, Rilla, listen. It's me. You're a Paul George hater. It's okay. All right? But that's insane. We gotta say, you gotta really talk about this. You're a Paul George hater.
I'm not, but go ahead.
Harden or George? Especially in the playoffs.
You're talking about who's better in the playoffs?
Yeah, well, shoot, who's worse?
Oh, Harden. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, the thing is, while people say I'm a hater, I'm very tough on Paul George because in the playoffs, as everybody knows or should know, unless you're big and you're Shaq and you're just bigger and stronger than everybody, i.e. Giannis, you need to have a bag if you're going to be efficient, right? And everybody has this misconception that because he tween steps back and he's broken scoring records and there was at a point in time he was averaging 40, that equates to bag. No. See, Paul George, he can operate in a post, he can pass the ball, and above all else, if he's shooting pathetic, he is a great defender. See, what happens with Harden is not only is he missing shots, he's turning the ball over. I see here that he averaged more turnovers and assists for the series against New York. So he's turning the ball over. He's a terrible defender, and he's missing shots. So he's getting targeted. Well, he's a cone. He should be getting targeted. He was a cone at 28. Of course he's going to be a cone at 36 with all the injuries that he's accumulated. So at bare minimum, at skin and bones, if Paul George is giving me 5 points like he did in that elimination game against the Jazz, he still play defense. If he gives me, minus 35 in that game 4 against the Knicks, it don't matter. He still tried to play defense. What do I have with Harden if his shot is off? Nothing but a well-dehydrated beard.
Oh, shit.
That's what I have. That's all I have with Harden. So all of this talk with D-Wade, stop it. Now, with this playoffs that just happened, this is a real stat. D-Wade and James Harden is shooting the same percentage from 3 in the playoffs. Do you hear me? A slashing shooting guard that is not known for shooting threes is shooting the same as somebody who was top 10 in 3 points made ever. So that should let you know the playoff drop right then and there. So if you're asking me if I had to pick which person I want to go to the playoffs with, I'm going to choose Paul George. Regardless of all of those Western Conference finals and conference finals that Harden has made. Oh, he's made the finals, Paul George hasn't. Kick boulders. I'm taking Paul George.
Yeah, just stop lying about you not being a Paul George hater, because you are. Like, we're gonna stop doing this now. You are Paul George hater. Yes, you are. As a matter of fact, you're so much of a Paul George hater that when he fails, you hit the grill. Tell me I'm lying.
It was just Memorial Day, bro.
Bruh, you hit the grill.
Memorial Day, man. Hey,
it can be just like a random Thursday, and you hitting the grill.
Nah, bro. I be looking up holidays and like sometimes stuff be needing to go on the grill, bro. You feel me?
One day you're gonna get exposed for this, and I'ma laugh very hard, because you're gonna sit here and you're gonna try to lie, especially to me, and say you're not a Paul George, bruh.
Hey man, I'm a wholesome basketball commentator.
Man, that man's demise is literally a holiday for you.
Shout out Paul George, man.
Yeah, shout out Paul George.
Shout out Paul George.
He gets shout outs now?
Shout out Paul George, man. Hey, listen.
Wow.
I have never heard of these things before. All I know is the Harden and Wade talks need to stop. Paul George plays defense. That's what I know.
Wow, that's crazy.
You see that? Utopian future. The Knicks might win. I don't know.
You know what else is utopian?
What's up?
Your life when Paul George fails. It is. You really get a kick out of that. When you see him doing stuff that he normally don't do, whether it's, and I hate bringing this up, but whether it's hitting the side of the backboard or whether it's continuously dropping in the playoffs or whatever, you have a field day. Am I lying?
Do I?
Am I lying? Yes or no?
Yo, do I?
You know what? It's all right. Let's get to hip hop, because I see what type of time we are right now. Let's go ahead and get to hip hop, man, because you are a nasty individual. You are disgusting.
I've never seen these allegations. What Rick Ross say? Hey, what Rick Ross say? Allegations. False allegations.
Nasty. Nasty. Speaking of Ross, Ross has to be, I mean, Quest has said this before, but Ross has to be the funniest rapper, like, in the game, right? At least top three,
absolutely.
For sure, right?
Absolutely.
What he's been saying about Drake is nuts, bro.
Bruh, I still don't know what they're beefing over. I thought it was the French Montana joint. French Montana has came out and said it's not that. Then he goes on another platform and say, hey, nobody want to see you lose, homie. It's just that you, and now I'm confused. And then now it looks like they still have beef because, of course, he got shots on Iceman. So I don't know what's going on. I just like the trolling by Ross. I think he's an elite troll. Dare I say the best troll in the game. I just think he's a funny ass dude, man. He's just hilarious, bro. And the way that he goes about certain things. What was that satire joint that I had sent y'all in the group chat? I forgot what it's called. It's with that white dude with the long hair and the mustache. He did an excellent job on that when he goes on Breakfast Club and he talked about the girl that let me ask you something, does it squirt? I'm like, bro, come on, bro. It's not a real human being, bro. Yeah, like, yo, he's hilarious, bro.
He did that to Angela Yee,
he did that to Angela Yee, bro. And I was crying, bro. And then remember when Meek Mill was freestyling, he was dancing in the back with his shoulders, bro. He's not a real person, bro. Ross is crazy, bro.
Rose been letting it rip. I truly believe that just their issues is just some if you know type vibe behind the scenes, bro. Bro, you gotta listen. You gotta really see what listen. It is. You gotta listen to when people say things, bro.
Oh no. So here's what I can kind of take from what Ross is saying. Boom. This is 2010, 2011. Drake is still trying to figure himself out. He shows up to Miami. And this is, pre-Wingstop Ross. I'm sure he had guys with him. And the way that he described Drake around artillery was interesting. The way that he described the code switching is interesting.
Hold on. Wait. What, that first one, the way he described how he was around artillery. What you mean? I missed that one.
You remember how you was in Miami with them sticks, nigga? We had them sticks around you, nigga.
I never heard that one.
You go listen to the Champagne joint of this. That lets me know that he had either some Zoles or some real, you feel me? This is prime gunplay. This is gunplay who up on attacks, nigga. Like, this is back then, you know what I mean? So I'm sure this is early Drake. This is like Thank Me Later Drake going in to take care of Drake. He hasn't embraced that. I guess you want to call it mob boss, whatever he has going on ordeal now. So this is early on. So it looks like he was not impressionable, but I guess comfortable. I don't know, bro. That's what it looks like to me. And it was very telling that Gold Roses, I don't know if you heard Gold Roses by Ross and Drake.
I remember Gold Roses. I just don't remember how it sounds.
She got a thing for Chanel, whatever. I forgot how the beginning goes. You made me this way. Drake wasn't at that music video. That was very telling. I said, all right, maybe I'm tripping. But Lemon Pepper Freestyle goes, I believe, number 2 or number 3. I said, oh, okay, they're straight. And then this just comes from left field. So it just looks like there was a miscommunication or just some behind-the-scenes joint. And I don't know why Ross doesn't come on and say, yo, I got an issue with And that's why I did because at certain points in times it looks like he's cloud chasing, and he doesn't need to cloud chase. Ross is one of them guys, bro. So maybe they figure it out, maybe they don't. I don't know.
I don't know if they gonna figure that, bro. When I listen to people talk, bro, I don't just listen to the things that they say.
What did you get from like what you've been hearing from Ross?
Bro, I've been getting that Ross has always been looking at Drake as a weenie, but because of how successful their work has been, all their collaborations has been, he just look at it more of like, all right, we're just gonna get the money, we're gonna get these hits, that's it. But aside from that, you are a weenie though.
I mean, who was Meek Mill signed to?
Ross.
You don't say.
I don't think it has anything to do with Meek.
I think it has something to do with it, at least a little bit.
I honestly don't even think it has anything to do with Meek. I just think that Ross has eyes. You know what I mean? Bro, it's not a surprise that certain people or a certain group of people or a certain section of a demographic of people views Drake a certain way, and Drake has always been viewed that way. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people that hasn't been around don't know that people been looked at Drake as corny. They've been looked at him like that.
That was tagged very early.
Yeah, super early. It's just the simple fact that he was dropping heat. And if people haven't noticed, when you drop heat, a lot of people will ignore a lot of stuff. Yeah. AKA R. Kelly, AKA Bill Cosby, AKA Diddy, AKA a lot of people, they will ignore a lot of stuff if you dropping heat. Once you stop dropping heat, then they just gonna get on your top. I don't know. I don't understand like how people don't even like understand that. So, and I just believe that Ross looks at it and it's like, you were a weenie, you were around us, you were for sure a weenie. Bruh, look back at those music videos, look back at those vlogs, all that. Just look back at all that and tell me Drake don't look like a fish out of water.
Bro, he's a Toronto man from Forest Hill.
Bruh, listen.
What would somebody from West Miramar who grew up in a gated community, what would they look like around that?
Yeah, and that's a fact. But here's the thing, though. It's a difference when that person gets around that, continues to be the weenie that they are, but then try to make it seem like they're not a weenie. and then do, for lack of better terms, fuckboy shit behind the scenes. So you're a weenie already. You have been elevated as said weenie, and your weeniness got over the top because you got into a certain position, and then now you're doing real flagrant stuff behind the scenes, but you're a weenie though.
Here's the thing about that. I watched a documentary on it. Man, I forgot which YouTube page it was, but it gave a proper timeline into kind of the street background and the change that occurred. When Kendrick Lamar alluded to the Soho King issue where he got robbed at.
Yeah.
And shortly after he met Chubbs, I believe. And then Chubbs brought some other guys around. And then, years later, whatever gets into it with Top 5, so it's some guys that he had around after he got robbed. I think that was the switch. But yeah, I would look at it a particular way. But man, money bring out different things out of a person, bro. They always say that it just highlights who you really are. I just think all of that money at one point, especially getting it super young, bro, it could damn near give you a power trip, bro. And I'm 6'1", and I'm light skinned. I could probably fuck anybody I want to at that particular point in time. So I am gonna do it, right? Not thinking that there's no repercussions, not thinking that people are gonna feel away, etc. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it could be an accumulation of all those things. I just miss the music that they made because they made some heat, man. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. I enjoy watching Ross troll people, make jokes, all that stuff. It doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
It's just interesting to me that people are either confused with Ross's quote-unquote issue, because I honestly don't think that Ross has an issue with Drake. I just think that Ross feels a lot more comfortable to say, bro, you're a weenie and you do like flagrant stuff behind the scenes. So it's like it's a double-edged sword of weeniness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but here's the thing. Here's what I don't want to. Ross is 50. I'm gonna call him older. Here's the thing with older acts and older people. And I'm gonna say this as nice as I possibly can. Drake is the majority. Drake can connect to the weenie. He can connect to the cornball. He can connect to, in certain instances, somebody with a hood background. He's the connector in a lot of ways, but more importantly, he's the guy that is unafraid to show you that he's corny, right? The KD commercial is right in front of everybody's face. I love it. It's dry humor. He's corny, and he knows he's rich as fuck and corny, so he really doesn't give a damn. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, we see it. We've been around people like that.
I think he cares that he's corny.
You do?
Hell yeah. What?
He's been called corny since 2009, brother.
He cares. Hence the reason why he tries to not be corny, bro.
Bro, the KD commercial was corny. Did you see that?
He's an
cameo he had?
He's an actor before he's a rapper.
But he bought it together.
But he's an actor before he's a rapper. So whatever he does in front of the camera, acting wise, is just gonna be who he is. But it's not fair to say. But that's not to say, oh, I'm just accepting the fact, like I'm really just embracing the fact that I'm corny. No, it's I'm doing this because I know how to do this. And that's it.
I don't know. I don't think he really cares as much. I think people know that we think that he has either some corny moments or he's just a corny dude, but there's some corn involved.
Yeah.
Either way. And I just think he's done a great job in capitalizing off of it. Because, yeah, it's an influx of weenies, bro. And he's mastered of bringing them together.
Well, shoot. I mean, obviously that doesn't stop him from being on the Billboard. He got 12 joints on the Billboard. Does it mean
That's
anything
insane.
though? I mean, if anybody knows, with all the streaming numbers being inflated, you know, after he sued Universal and still going with that lawsuit, and everything under the language of that lawsuit talking about the streaming numbers being inflated, all that other stuff, does that even matter?
Yes.
How so?
Yes. Because if it didn't matter, somebody else would have done it. Wayne would have done it. Hove would have done it. M would have done it. Somebody who sells a lot of records would have done it. Drake has found himself in the sweet spot of Thank Me Later sold 600 physical copies before there was any streaming. Take Care, it did, I believe, 700,000. You feel me? Before streaming, you know, I'm not sure what. Nothing was the same deal. I think it was 500. And then you bring in, if you're reading this, that's more of the streaming era. And then he sells 1 million with views. So he's been selling copies, whether they be hard copies, whether they be streams. Man, so far gone, even as the EP went gold. So he's been doing numbers. I think it matters, right? That goes to show not only the longevity, but it goes to show that people are revisiting his projects. And even before Iceman dropped, the highest selling, it was a few weeks where Take Care was the highest selling rap album of the week. I want to say it was like 5 weeks. And mind you, J. Cole was moving units. Don Toliver was moving units. But his music seems to have been getting revisited by the masses. So I think that it means something. 12 is ridiculous. That goes to show that.
What does it mean? He falls into a little list of artists that have done it: Taylor Swift, Beyonce, the Beatles, Morgan Wallen, whatever. But you also got to take into account that these people have been in the game way longer. And
who?
Beyonce.
Outside of Beyonce, you didn't name anybody else that's been in the game
Taylor Swift Taylor Swift has been in the music industry since 2006.
So is Drake.
He's been in the industry since 2008.
No, 2006 was his first project, Room for Improvement.
No, he wasn't in the industry. That was his first project. He wasn't in the industry in 2006.
Same shit.
He was in the industry. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If you put out a mixtape right now and then next year you end up getting a deal and then whatever, you can't say you've been in the industry since now.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You're not in the industry. What are you talking about?
Yes, I am. If I wasn't in the industry, how did I get to be getting signed? That means I was in the industry.
Right. It's the same. It's the same way as if you was working a job, a 9 to 5. If you was, I don't know, building a house one day, and then the next day you end up getting a job at Home Depot, that doesn't mean you were in the construction industry this whole entire time.
Low key.
No, it's not, bro. You was just building a house. That was it.
Yo, building a house allowed me the opportunity to get the Home Depot job.
No, it allowed you to, but you're not in the industry.
Bro, I'm in the industry.
You're
it's just independent. It's the same shit.
No,
yes.
Man. You're grinding to get in there, but you're not in it.
Bro,
you're just grinding to get there.
Bro.
The same way how you may be banging nails in a wall for a year, that don't mean that you're in the construction industry.
Hey, that sounds like experience to me. Yeah,
Bruh,
sounds like experience to me.
It sounds like you just bang nails in the wall and that was it.
Bro, stop it. Bro, listen.
What do you mean?
Her first album, it sold 40K the first week. Are we really going to count 2006 as the beginning of Taylor Swift?
She was literally in the industry.
And so was Drake.
Literally.
You don't get to have a song with Trey Songz in 2006. This is
Yes, you can.
No, you're in the industry at that point.
No, you're not.
Bro.
You know how many dudes in the hood right now got features with people that are in the industry, and they are not in the industry. They are in the streets doing their thing. They just have a song with a rapper.
That's on.
Like I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. Like when you get a connection with somebody in the industry, now you're in the industry because you connected with. No, bro.
Bro,
like,
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, they can have the record, but if they have somebody in the industry that has the record, because they're signed, it has to go through their label, and you may have to pay an additional clearance fee to get that even on DSPs. So yes, you have to be in the industry.
No, that's just doing what you're supposed to do to be able to get that. I can go right now. Listen, right now I don't rap. Right now, I can go and pay a feature for
who?
Sahai the Prince.
Sahai's not signed. Right, he's independent. You got to use a signed artist because he was signed already.
He's in the industry. He's been in the industry for years.
Brother, is he signed right now? I want you to give me somebody who's the same as Trey Songz in 2006. You was outside. He already had a debut album and he was hot. You got to name me somebody who's of that magnitude.
Listen to me. Regardless if that person is in the industry. When I say that person, I'm talking about the person that I will be paying a collab for, doing something with them, whatever. Whatever I'm doing, that's what counts. So if I'm grinding, right, or if I'm not grinding, and I pay somebody to do something, that don't automatically put me in the industry. That just shows that I'm just a dude that just took some bread and paid for some shit.
Did you release it? Did you release?
Yeah, sure.
So that means you paid a clearance fee. You paid for the artist to give you the verse.
Yes.
And how are you not in the industry?
I'm not in the industry. I just paid for something.
Bro, no, that's not how that works. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I'm counting that industry, because he has Trey Songz on Roof. You remember how hot Trey Songz was in 06?
That's cool. That's cool. But again, when we're talking about industry is literally just a word for what industries is what it is. Job industry, car industry, whatever, travel industry. Industries are just a collection of things that make up whatever it makes up. So with that said, the music industry is the same way how you can look at a job like another job industry. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the music industry the same way how you can look at, I don't know, the freaking paper towel industry. Just because I got a bunch of towels and made them into paper towels, right, doesn't mean that now the next day when I get a job at freaking what's that junk? Whatever paper towel there is,
Charmin,
right? Yeah. Doesn't mean that the day before I got that job, I was in the paper towel.
Yeah, because you got it from Bounty. You started working at Charmin, right? You started working at Charmin, but prior to that, you was working with Bounty.
No,
wait. Let me get it off. I'm meeting you where you at.
Okay.
Charmin, you started working with Charmin, but you had previous experience with Bounty, who's also in the paper towel industry. So prior to you getting the job with Charmin, you already put in work with Bounty. So that means that you have experience, and that means that you're not in the industry now.
And now I see why you getting me mixed up, because you're saying that I'm working with Bounty.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I'm not working with Bounty. I'm just over here making paper towels. I'm not working with Bounty. I'm not associated with Bounty. There's nothing happening with me with Bounty.
Bro.
I'm just making my own paper towel, and just so happened that the next day
let me ask you something.
I got a job at whatever.
Let me ask you something. You said 2009 when So Far Gone was out?
Yeah, whenever that was. Oh, 08.
Do you know he released that unsigned?
Sure.
So he wasn't in the music industry when he was unsigned, right? When he had the #2 record in the country in 2000.
what was at the time when I'll put it this way. I'll make it even easier. At the time when So Far
He was just stepping in with LeBron at his party.
He was barely in the industry. He was just stepping in. And how
Stop. No, it don't. LeBron is not showing up to an artist who out of nowhere in Canada who's barely in the industry. Stop.
Bruh. Fam. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Hold on, you breaking up. What you say?
We have a mutual friend right now that's around people all the time. Right? We
all right, I can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
We have a friend, right? A mutual friend. Yeah, we have a mutual friend, right? That is around people all the time, around studios, around celebs, around industry shit, and everything, right? Even to the point where this
are we talking about the same person?
Would even ask me things.
Yeah,
right?
His
friend is not in the industry.
Wait. If I call him right now and I tell him to book a session with the person that he hangs around, who's an engineer, who's got recent placements, is that not adjacent to being in that industry?
Yes.
See, that's kind of null and void because technically
but he's not
he completely
in the
stopped
industry, though.
Doing this piece of music, but he's around it.
No. Bro, you could be around whatever you want to be around. That don't mean you in it. Being in it and being able to reach your hand out, maybe, possibly, because bro, money talk. So anybody can do anything. We watch Martin Shkreli pay millions for a Wu-Tang album that till this day nobody has ever heard besides him and maybe RZA. The other members didn't hear it. You know what I mean? We saw him just buy that off the ripper, and you would think that something like that would be reserved for people of the industry or connected to the industry. But money talks. You can do whatever you want with money. You see what I'm saying? So hence the reason why I said I can pay for a feature right now and never rap in my life. Like, I can do that right now. I can just write a rap right now and just say, hey, I'm gonna just pay Rilla to rap it. Because to me, you are in the industry. Why?
Yep.
Because at this point, right now, right, you have beat placements. It has nothing to do with the people that you have the beat placements with. It's the fact that generally you have beat placements that have been played through industrial channels. You have been in studio sessions that have been filtered through industrial channels and all that other stuff. You are actively working within the industry. Drake at that time was trying to get in the industry. He didn't get there yet, but he was able to take his bread.
It was 10K.
And maybe get for Gab. Who knows? I don't know how he and Trey Songz. But like, cool. Like, I'm just saying, like,
correct.
It could have just been 10K, or it could have been 10K, and y'all had a really good conversation, and Trey Songz actually rocked with
fair.
Because you could just wag 10K in somebody's face, and they'd be like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it was just the money or if it was maybe just, they had a good relationship or whatever. But he was trying to get in there, and then finally got in there after a while. And obviously that record helped. But at that time, I think he was just still grinding though. And that's a lot of artists. And see,
in what sense?
Around that time, those lines were starting to get blurred a little bit. Because it's the same thing now. It's the same thing now with people that blow up on social media. Like, I had this conversation with another mutual friend that we have, right? Like, he believes that, like, for instance, like food reviewers, once they blow up on social media, they're immediately a celebrity. And so, right, and I feel the same as that way. That's not the case.
Yeah.
They're just popular. Yeah, they may be popular because they have a bunch of people following
1,000.
them and liking their content. But as far as a celebrity is concerned, it's levels to that shit. Like it's levels to celebrityism, and then
agree.
there's also just becoming a celebrity. Like just because you're popular doesn't mean that you're a celebrity. You see what I'm saying? Hence, and it's the same thing where it's like, just because you got a feature with somebody don't mean you're in the industry. It just means you got a feature with somebody. Now, when you start really channeling certain things through certain avenues with the industry, then it becomes okay, you're in the industry now, for sure now. Now, you are quite literally treating it in the same way as if you would treat a 9-to-5, not necessarily, but kind of sort of in terms of your obligation now, like your professional obligation now is industrial now. Like now it's not, all right, I'm grinding, I'm trying to hold this job over here while trying to make it and trying to do this. And oh man, Trey, I met Trey Songz in the club and I saved up 10 bands. Let me go and try to get this feature, and then I get this feature, and then I go back to Best Buy. Like, that's not being an industry. It's just, you just bought a feature.
So we're going to give Drake, what, you said 2009, 2010?
If that makes sense.
I say 08. He was on
maybe,
Dedication
like
3 by 08. That's how I came to know Drake.
2010 it was rocking, but I'll say 08. Yeah, I'll say that is the time frame where I would think like
they were 5 months apart.
Now Drake is
Carter 3 dropped in June, like, so this is scorching hot Wayne. Carter 3 dropped in June. Dedication 3 dropped in November that same year. I remember it, and the stunting beat came on. It was the Get Like Me by David Banner. I'm like, boy, this nigga going stupid. Who the hell is this? Did my research, and then he ended up dropping, So Far Gone 3 months later, and the rest is history. So Taylor Swift dropped her debut album in 2006, and then 2008 she dropped her record, and then I knew about her in 2010 because of course, Kanye, but she was already popping by 08. 08 was like her coming out party.
Right. Yeah. She's been in the industry for a while. You know what I mean? And I think that and I could be mistaken, because obviously this isn't like a genre that we really frequent, but if I'm not mistaken, because I think I had this conversation with somebody before.
Yeah, her dad
Taylor
is
Swift,
him.
Even before that,
her dad is him.
She was connected to Disney to some degree. So I think I could be wrong. For sure. So with that said, like, she's
but right now
seasoned in the entertainment.
12. Here are the acts who have placed at least 12 albums on the Billboard 200 simultaneously since August of '63. So it goes Drake. He has 12. The late Prince. He did it twice. He did it May 28th of 2016. He had 13 simultaneously. That's nuts. But then he has the record currently with 19. 2 weeks before. And then the Beatles hold it at 13 and 14 respectively. So he's entering international pop star levels. He is. Mm-hmm. He is. I'm just saying, like, I like
entering,
because we all know Drake. For regardless how you feel about the music, regardless, because there's certain people who just despise him. Even if you do, we just have to recognize that this is an icon. You know what I mean? Like, there's important people, there's legends, and there's icons. There's nothing higher than an icon, and Drake is an icon. So, shout out to Drake for that.
Right. Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. I mean, I guess, man, the way I look at it is it's a lot easier to be able to get on Billboard nowadays. And especially when you're an icon, it's a lot easier because, when it comes down to streaming,
it counts.
Shoot,
30 seconds.
Just somebody just press
seconds.
Play and leave in that, and just leave in the house.
Yep.
Counts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. TikToks count, like Reels count, all these things count. And when you think about him being one of, if not the top of the conversations right now, whether it's the battle being
he's an economy, bro.
Whether it's whatever
he's
issues
an economy
that
just
people
like
have
Bron.
with the music or don't have with the music, whether it's
I mean,
I get it. I mean, I can see why those songs would be on there that much.
I think that he has the widest net that rappers ever seen.
The music is good, or
I think he has fans that are our age. I think he has fans that are in his 40s, like closer to his age. I think he has 50-year-old fans. I think he has children. I think he has teenagers. I think his demographic is spread so wide that there's certain people who despise certain projects that I love. There's certain people that love projects that I despise, and he just has a wide ass net of a demographic to feed, and that's why I like how he separated the three projects. Give me the Iceman, because I come for the raps. I'm all right with the singing depending on how the melodies go, but I'm straight off of all of that house shit. But he separated it because he got a wide ass audience to feed. So I think that it's impressive that he can feed that wide ass net that he has. Like if you see his concerts, it's all type of people that it's in there. So I think that's impressive, and I just think that his ability to capture times for different audiences is it's just absolutely amazing. Something to marvel at for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and speaking of Lil Wayne too, just one quick second. Do folks really want the Carter 7? Because he announced that junk, and now it's starting to feel like he is just blitzing his legacy one album at a time, and it's kind of sad. Do folks really want that? Like, do you believe that they really want that album for real? Every time he speaks about the Carter, like a new Carter album, it seems as though he's like so proud of it.
Bruh.
It always turns out to be.
This is a moot point, and yeah, we was talking about it earlier in our private group chat with me and Quest. It just saddens me, bro. We just spoke about an icon, and who signed that icon is Wayne, right? Even to this day, Drake's profile picture on Instagram is Wayne, and he's have different Wayne pictures. He has Wayne tatted. Wayne is very integral to this culture. This is somebody who's, been at the forefront for 30 years, bro, since he was 12 years old, and he's about to be in his mid-40s at this particular point in time. I believe he'll be 44 in September 27th, and it's just unfortunate. I don't think he has the right guys around him. Certain people have an issue with the subject matter because, they're older and they want to hear different things. As you can hear from last episode, I really don't give a damn about what you rap about. Does the sonic sound good? Is it engulfed in an environment that I want to participate in? Are you getting a Southside to come into the studio? Are you getting a Metro to come into the studio? You can even go to your particular age, get Manny back, get Pharrell, get some of these guys, even if you have to spend more to create and engulf your product in a particular environment that people want to hear. Peanuts to an Elephant beat, whoever did that needs to be shot in the kneecap. Yeah, they need to be shot. I'm dead ass. Go ahead and listen to it. Peanuts to an Elephant. They was clowning him on social media. They put your music next to Temple Run, my nigga. Wayne. This is the Wayne Michael Carter. And my heart breaking. And I gotta laugh at the funnies. I even laugh on myself. But it's just, bruh, keep the Carters. It's enough. Start something new. Maybe do a funeral too. Funeral wasn't that bad. You got the Let It All Work Out joint on there. I really like that record. Go do a funeral. Go do, make something new. Because then when you have a Carter 7 and Carter 6 was all-time terrible, in Carter 5, we gave you a pass because you were dealing with your Birdman issues. And then Carter 4, you sold damn near 1 million, but the talks were loud then. I don't want to hear 7. Yo, if you want to drop new music, cool. Do it with the right production. That's number one. Number two, I want you to have a team that cares, bro. There's no way, no how that Wayne would be in my presence. Me, a little dude from Broward County who has maybe a third of the music business industry that I have, would let him release something like Carter 6. No, let's remake these beats. Keep the raps all you want to, because we get it. You want a bar, punchline after punchline. Cool. If that's what you want to commit to, fine. These dog shit beats, though, no. These producers need to be shot immediately, or lace their drinks with fentanyl. Something needs to be done. These beats are horrible, and that's making them now have to try to pay attention to the raps that we kind of, it gets a little dicey at 43. You know what I mean? I don't care. Yeah, I don't give a damn about that. Make sure the music sound good. You want to know why niggas like Let the Birds Sing by Clips? They could rap about coke to their 60. Guess who will be there? Me. Because they have done a great job in not only being sound technically, but they've also mastered the environment because of Pharrell. That's all we want. That's all we want, bro. But hey, niggas ain't gonna listen to me. Just a little Broward County dude. But again, man, this is Real Spill. I appreciate y'all for listening to us, man. Follow us here at Young Rilla, Real Spill Pod. Tap in. We out. Yerp.
It's Young Rilla, baby.